Hello, everyone. Welcome. This should be a fun togetherness program. When I mean this is going to be really fun, we're going to try to bring people together. We want to actually bring you up on the platform with me so you can share your experiences. If you've been listening to my channel for some time, or maybe have not even been listening to my program, if you have any type of experience that you've learned, maybe just listening here on YouTube, notifications are going out. We are streaming live, and that's what makes this program so interactive, is to get beautiful people like you up on the screen here where you can talk live just like me. Everyone will see you. But what I will do as people come into the chat room now, I will go ahead and share again the platform address. You'll click on this address right here, like 3 little things you have to do, and you will get connected in the back part of the platform, and I'll connect you with me up front. Now, people who've been doing this in the past pretty much know how this works, and you're getting better and better, but this is what makes it so interactive. Regardless of where you're listening from, if it's out in the Philippines, out in Africa or Europe or Ethiopia or Iran, Iraq, or anywhere in the United States, we like you to come with us here on the platform. So what this is about testimonials. And this is about helping others with your experiences that you have learned and gained. It may not even be through my channel, maybe here through YouTube. Now, if any of you out there have experienced any kind of change, weight loss problem, metabolic problem, or maybe your glucose is better, your diabetes, your insulin resistance is working much better, you're not as insulin sensitive, you may notice you're sleeping better, you're not as depressed as you used to be. We want to hear it from you because you're helping millions of people out there. And we're going to head over first with Marie, and Marie will explain to you and show you what we're doing here tonight. Hello, Marie. How are you, sweetheart? Can you hear us? Hello there. Can you hear us? Okay, I don't think she has her volume on, but want to make sure your volume is working as well as your audio. So what I need you to do, hello there, Sem from Ethiopia. Hello, Angela. Nice to have you here. Beautiful people out there. I appreciate all of you out there. We have Iraq, just to show you, just to let you know a little bit who's out there from Iraq. We like the other people to know that where you're listening from, Ethiopia. That's a beautiful place. Ethiopia, Vancouver, Canada. Thank you for coming out here with us. We love you, Louisiana. All right, we've got them all from here, from Iraq, all the way California. Okay, let me tell you what we're doing. Caribbean and Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago. All right, this is what we're doing. Here is the platform address right there. I just posted it. And hello, Alaska. And so what I'd like you to do is go ahead, if you have a testimony you'd like to share, anything that you want to share with people. I know that there's so many people out there have done well, losing weight, following certain elixirs, getting more energy, sleeping better, healing their pain, whatever it may be. We want to share. We want you to share it with people out here. Well, we got so many people, beautiful people here from Iran. Wow. UK, Ireland. Boy, we're really coming around today. Hong Kong. Hello, Illinois. That's where I was born. Hello, Emily. You got the Bay Area here. And you have my beautiful mother here, right here. Everyone say hello to my beautiful mother. You'll make her night. That's Sandy. She loves to watch over her son. So anyways, okay. I'll go ahead and I'll put the address out here, and we'd like you to click on it. Well, I tell you, when you want to ask your questions, we got tons of people that want to come on the platform, but we love you to come on and talk about your condition, how you're improving, what you've done, how you've maybe lowered your blood pressure, what has helped you. You want to share with other people, because I really don't want to lecture tonight. I want you to help me educate people. That's why we're doing this. I think it's a good platform that we can really bring people up here and discuss things with us. And I'm going to keep posting in the comments the address here until somebody would like to come on the platform with me. Once someone comes on the platform, it seems like everyone wants to come on the platform. Here is something about black seed oil halted my dad's skin cancer. Black seed oil is extremely good. Black seed oil is great for stomach, for ulcers, for inflammation of the stomach. It's a great anti-inflammatory. It's great for pain. Black seed oil has done wonders, great for the immune system as well. Let's see. Well, we have Maryland down here. Devices are not connected. You got to make sure that your audio and your visual are working when you come on. Okay, because I am posting the link here if you want to come on with me live, and we will get you on here so you can discuss a little bit about your condition and or your progress that you are making here. So we will have more people coming in the chat room. I am Dr. Mandell, and if you are new to my channel here, Motivational Doc, we ask you to please always subscribe, because my goal and intention is to help you and your family live a more healthier and fulfilled life, and that's what our channel is all about. And I'm sure many of you who have watching our channel have had great experiences out there, and that's what we're here for. So as we build the chat room right now, we just want people to know that our goal right now is to get you on the platform. Why are you shy? Okay? Why are you shy? All right, I'm going to leave it up here again. Let's leave it up here again. Okay, let's put it out there. Okay, I challenge you guys. How many of you want to come on the platform? Cinnamon here for high blood sugar levels. That's correct. Cinnamon is great to take. Cinnamon will help lower glucose levels. It'll help balance out insulin. I recommend anyone and everyone add cinnamon to their food, particularly those who are insulin resistant, to make you more insulin sensitive. Cinnamon is a great thing. You can mix it with many different things, with honey and all of the things if you like as well. Let's see what we have here. Magnesium, great for sleep. Now, obviously, if you are taking magnesium, come on the stand and tell people what you're taking. All right, let people know what you're taking. Watermelon and lemon, what does it do, please? Well, they do two separate things. A watermelon can act as like a Viagra, believe it or not, particularly the rind. You grind up the watermelon with the rind, it acts like a Viagra. Lemon is very detoxifying for the liver. Let's head over to Angie. Angie, thank you so much for coming on here with us.
Thank you so much. Do I have any feedback? Because I don't.
Right now you're good. You're perfect right now. Yeah.
I have been suffering since January with a horrific sciatic nerve pain.
Yes.
And they found out I have some bulging disc.
Okay.
However, my nerve pain was the most horrendous pain I've ever had in my life. And I watched your video about alpha lipoic acid. And I'm not a sugarholic, but I do have my share of cakes and cookies.
That's normal. You're normal.
Well, I completely cut that out.
Good for you.
I use honey in my tea. And I can't even tell you the relief of the no sugar and alpha lipid for the nerve pain. So anybody out there with horrific nerve pain, get off the sugar and use alpha lipoic acid, because it does work. The relief. I mean, it's an amazing thing.
Yeah,
I still am going medically to find out exactly what's wrong, but I want to help people right now because nerve pain is excruciating.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Dr. Mandell. You are a gift from God.
Keep up the great work. We'll be in touch.
Thank you.
What a beautiful testimonial. Sim, how are you, my friend?
Good, sir. How are you?
Nice to see you. Where you tuning in from? Where are you from?
From California.
Beautiful.
California.
You're on.
Okay, sir. Doctor, I wanted to get your opinion on, a couple years ago, back in 2014, I was diagnosed with H. pylori
Yeah.
bacteria, and I screwed up. My doctor prescribed me with some antibiotics, and I took, I was supposed to take 2 with breakfast, 2 with lunch. I took all 4 in the morning on an empty stomach for 2 weeks straight, and amoxicillin antibiotics, and just wiped out my entire gut flora. And immune system was gone. Developed a lot of food allergies, seasonal allergies, sinus. So I didn't know antibiotics, target good bacteria too.
Yes.
So I completely wiped out everything. Now, 7 years later, I would say health is at maybe 90%. The biggest issue right now is just, slight constipation and like a slow transit colon or slow moving colon. I still get like some chills in the feet, and sometimes, it seems like it's a mild IBS now. So
Yeah. It
yeah.
could be. A couple of things I can recommend for you.
Yes, sir.
When I say recommend, obviously I can't recommend anything for anyone, but I would recommend for myself in this situation.
Cool.
That's a white way of saying it. Right here is one of the greatest things called mastic gum.
Nasty gum.
Mastic gum, Google it.
Okay.
You'll be amazed what this thing does. It's amazing. It's a resin. It's a resin from a tree, and it actually, there are studies that shows it kills H. pylori. And another thing that it does kill H. pylori is organic, cold press, pine nut oil.
I don't have H. pylori anymore, so that's
Right. But I'm saying they're both excellent for healing the stomach as well as taking care of H. pylori.
got it.
Okay, but
Okay.
very good for healing the stomach. Now, you obviously want to hydrate more. You want to get some good fiber in there, good soluble fiber. Even if you want to even supplement with some chia seeds, all right, or your fruits, fibers. You want the skins, but you really want to get that fiber in there because that fiber that's a prebiotic, and that prebiotic fiber will feed the probiotic. People that think you take probiotics, but you're not getting enough prebiotic, your probiotics are going to starve. So that's part of the peristaltic action. Plus, if you start doing apple cider vinegar in the morning on an empty stomach, that will help your peristalsis. Or if you don't decide to do that, do lemon and water. Lemon and room temperature water will increase peristalsis too.
That's
Okay?
that's
The
a
cleanser.
muscle movement in the intestines.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like that all of that has gone away. Just I feel the gut works fine, but the colon is just almost dead sometimes.
Yeah. Add the more the prebiotics that we talked about, and just and eat your fermented foods if you like, or your kefir, or your stuff where you're getting the probiotics naturally.
Yeah.
If you're eating good, healthy foods, your intestines will start turning on again.
Got it. Intestines work fine. I think it's the colon.
It's all part of it. Colon's your intestine.
It's all part of the same thing, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give it a shot, Dad.
Right.
Doctor. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming out here and communicating with us. All right. God bless you.
Thank you.
All right. Here is the link, by the way, guys. We want you on here, and we love for you to teach people what you've experienced, how you healed weight loss, insulin resistance, high blood pressure. You're sleeping better. You're having more energy. What have you noticed? What have you changed? What other condition? Getting rid of your pain, your joint pain, your neck pain, your back pain, your nerve pain, whatever you've experienced, or maybe something you want to share, as people have talked about what's the best food for your hair, conditions. Maybe you have another condition like a digestive problem, or maybe an IBS, or maybe just acid reflux. What have you done that can help other people? That's what this program's about, because that's what we were trying to educate people through people like you that are experiencing it. Let's go to Matthew here. We don't see you, Matthew. You don't have a cam there, do you? Hello, Matthew. Can you hear us? Okay. You want to make sure, guys, that when you come on, that your cam and your audio is all working. All right. I understand we get some people on here and you're not working. Okay. I'm posting the link again. And basically, here is someone here. Yes, I do use magnesium to sleep because I have high cortisol. Well, if you think about it, magnesium is great to take before you go to bed. Magnesium will relax the blood vessels. It will lower blood pressure. It will definitely soothe your body. Actually, I love before you go to sleep, like valerian root will make you sleep better. Chamomile tea is really good as well. But when you're taking magnesium, there's a lot of great things about magnesium because magnesium and calcium work together. So magnesium and calcium are like brothers and sisters. But when your magnesium levels are low, which most of us are because we're not getting it from our soils, we can then start developing cramping in our legs. We can develop a lot of tiredness. And by the way, if people are losing here, and I was going to do a program on that, you could be low on vitamin D is a real common one as well. Anything for sleep apnea. Yeah, you don't want to be on your back. You want to be propped up on your back. Try to get on your side. Don't eat too much before you go to bed. The main thing is positioning. The worst thing for sleep apnea is on your back because your tongue goes back and it kind of makes you breathe a little more difficult. So you got to be aware of that. Here is someone here. Should I take vitamin D3 in spring and summer? If you're not in the sun a lot, take vitamin D every day. That's what I do. And my vitamin D level is nothing where I still like it. So just because you take vitamin D, it doesn't mean that you're absorbing it. And if you're taking it, making sure you're not taking it on an empty stomach. Okay, that is important. Femoral stenosis, cervical arthritis. Femoral stenosis is narrowing of the spine. Forward head posture. If you're in this position a lot, you're going to irritate your stenosis. Stenosis is usually a long-term chronic problem, and it's something that you really want to strengthen the anterior flexors by doing neck retractors. Okay, just chin tucks like this. You really want to build up the anterior flexors because anytime you're in a forward position, it's going to put more stress on that. So another thing for any type of stenosis or nerve condition, you got to keep the inflammation low. So you got to really cut those sugars out. Can you put vitamin D in the fridge? I don't see why not. First time someone asked me that question. Vitamin D is stable in heat. It doesn't need to be refrigerated. It's only slightly sensitive to light, and freezing foods high in vitamin D content doesn't reduce the vitamin D content. So there it is. Freezing foods with vitamin D doesn't reduce it, but it does not need to be refrigerated, according to the research there. Thank you very much. I just learned something. Settings. We have someone here. Let's just see if we have someone here. Hello? 1 second here. Nope. Let me go ahead and let's see what we have here. What can be done was migraines. Well, migraines are a little tricky because of the fact usually people get a true migraine have an aura. They have this aura that comes over them, and migraines can be sensitive to certain allergens in the air, certain foods you eat. That can be very tricky, and there's no really slam dunk answer on that. And it's something I'd recommend to follow up with your doctor regarding that. Is Manuka honey good for the gut? Yes. Manuka honey is good for just about everything. If you're going to have honey, Manuka is a wonderful thing. Regarding Manuka, okay, by the way, we're going to get you on. Once I see your face in here, by the way, I'll go ahead and I'll leave the link again. You're coming up, but I'm not seeing your face. So you're actually having a problem with your cam. Manuka honey for gut benefits is exceptionally good. It can help balance out bad bacteria in the gut, which can heal and soothe digestion. Obviously, people who have any type of H. pylori or any type of gastritis or any type of reflux, there's no doubt that Manuka honey can help heal the stomach. I even recall that, if I recall, that Manuka honey can actually heal H. pylori. I've read that before. And let me confirm something, because I think I've done a video on that in the past. Manuka honey has positive results in treating stomach ulcers caused by Helicobacter H. pylori bacteria, also helping stomach cancer. The active form of Manuka honey eliminates H. pylori and is safe, is cost effective. And for that young fellow who called us from California before, Manuka honey is a great thing. I should have remembered that. And thank you so much, Maria, because that is extremely important. Manuka honey will help heal H. pylori. The research is right there. You drink prune juice every day. Any problem? I don't see any problem with prune juice. It will definitely make you a little more regular. It will definitely give you definitely a little peristalsis. Why upper left back fatigue and pain? I've done your exercise and got a lot of pain now. Is that good? Well, I don't know your condition. I really can't comment on that because I really don't know your underlying condition. But if your pain is getting worse when you do something, you don't want to stop doing it and find out what the diagnosis is, why you're having the problem. We have Manuka honey in the hospital to help heal wounds on diabetes. There you go. Yes, very, very true. Thank you, Vixen. That is true. Several years ago, I think I did a video. I did some research about wounds, and Manuka honey was definitely up on there. Excellent. Manuka honey has, remember, antibacterial, antiviral, antipathogenic, it just fights off those pathogens. So, by the way, I know you guys are trying to get on the stream here, but you're not connecting. Most people coming out are not connecting, so you want to go ahead and check your cam and your audio and your visual and your sound because as you come up here, you're not connecting. I see a whole bunch of people trying to come up here, and I can't let you in until I see your face in the backstage here, and I'm not seeing any of your faces because it's saying it's not connecting. What do I think about the vaccine? Well, what do you think about the vaccine? Huh? Come on up. I want you guys to talk too. I'll come back to that answer. I don't want to give you my opinion right now until I hear your opinion, but I'll come back to that. So what do you think about the vaccine? Why don't you come up? There's our site, and we'll put you up with us. Is chia seeds good for weight loss? Yes, it is. Why is it good for weight loss? Because chia seeds has soluble fiber, and soluble fiber in the chia seed has about 15 to 20 times the amount of density it holds as compared to the chia seed. Once it absorbs the water, it swells. And when it swells, it keeps you full. And when it keeps you full, it keeps you more satiated. When it keeps you more satiated, you don't eat as much. All right, now we're starting to get some people up on the screen here. So now we're going to bring Mike up first. Hello, Mike. Thank you for being here with us.
Hey, Doc.
Nice to have you. Where are you from?
Orlando. I'm from Chicago, though.
Awesome. Well, I'm close to Orlando, and I'm from Chicago too. So we got something in common there.
You've got a lot of little tricks. I've been watching you for a couple of years now, and they're funny, to breathe in and all kinds of different things. Just the other day with the ginger, I went and bought a chunk of root.
Good.
Amazing.
Yeah. The ginger's cool.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you're talking about the one you started chewing it. You started chewing the ginger. And because those medicinal properties in there, it vasodilates. It opens up. It's pretty cool.
It clearly did.
Yeah, because most people that take ginger, they mix it, they dilute it. But what Mike is saying, I put a video out there, and it's kind of going crazy on TikTok right now. But I just looked at that, and actually, I will put that one probably up, I believe, tomorrow. The one we're talking about.
Okay.
The one it's a short little video, real short, like less than a minute.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah. What Mike's talking about, you take a piece of ginger, about maybe a half inch to an inch, and take a bite of it, start chewing it. People say, "What? Chew ginger?" It's not bad, really. At first, at first, people get, that's strong, but as you do it, you get used to it. You can chase a little bit of water, a little juice after.
Nah, just get a fresh piece of root. It tasted great.
Yeah, it's so good for you. And what it does, it just opens you up like. So if you have any type of respiratory condition, COPD, asthma, bronchitis, even sinus, it will just open everything up. That's great, Mike.
It did. I want to ask you,
sure.
Black seed oil.
Yeah.
If I'm eating cereal, I'll throw about a teaspoon of that on there.
Good.
Pretty good for you, huh?
Yeah, great for you. Great for you.
Okay.
Great for your immune system. And you know what? Great for inflammation.
Okay.
It's one of the greatest anti-inflammatories. It has so many different medicinal healing properties, even with with pathogenic things. It's amazing what it could do. And if I believe, it actually helps control blood sugar to a certain degree, I recall. So I think if you Google it, and actually I did a video on it a long time ago. And what I'm going to do, Mike, is that I will do a live stream on black seed oil.
Okay.
I will maybe.
It's amazing. Abraham said it'll cure everything but death.
We'll find out.
Well, that and I'm a big fan of turmeric and black pepper.
Excellent. Very,
Now,
very good.
That goes on everything but my cereal.
Awesome. Hey, we appreciate you, Mike.
I love your show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's
All
great.
right, take care. We'll be in touch.
You take care. Thank
All right,
you.
you too. Bye-bye. That was so nice. Laz, how are you, Laz?
Hi, how's it going?
Where you from?
Florida.
What part?
Well, I just moved to Naples.
Okay, good. You're about an hour and a half from me.
Oh, are you? Where are you?
I'm on near Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, that's cool. I just moved over here from Miami.
Oh, so we were close. We were pretty much neighbors. My office has been in Miami area for years, but I mean, I'm not there as practicing really much, but I've been over in Miami Gardens, so I'm sure you know that area a little bit.
Oh yeah, definitely. I grew up there.
Fast. How about that, huh?
Yep. I wanted to ask you about apple cider vinegar. I've been considering because I've had GERD for a couple of years now, and the main symptom that I have for that is like nausea, and I've been considering replacing my H2 blockers with ACV and just weaning off of them. I'm currently weaning off of my H2 blockers, and I'll be done doing that by like the end of this month. I was wondering around what time would you recommend, like prior to eating, to take the ACV? I know it's like a teaspoon.
15 minutes before you eat.
15 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's smart because what happens is those acid blockers, real in a nutshell, I'll tell you what's happening. We got a lot of people who want to come on with us now. All of a sudden, I guess they saw your face and now they're all coming on here. So what happens is the acid blockers causes more alkalinity. So now your calcium can't absorb as much. Your protein is not fully breaking down. It's going to give you more gas. That's number one. Okay. And what happens is the sphincter above the stomach becomes looser because when you start lacking acid, it just starts to loosen up. And as you start putting acid back in your stomach, that it starts tightening up. So the purpose of the acid, the apple cider vinegar is it's the acetic acid is like 2 to 3% on the pH, 2 to 3. So it is acidic. But what I would do is start diluting it, put 1 teaspoon if you have to, or 2, and gradually build up because they say people, if you have an ulcer, I won't recommend taking it, which most people are not going to have an ulcer. They're just going to have, stomach acid problems. But I believe a lot of it's with your diet. And I think that if you eat smaller meals and good fats and just start eating a little more cleaner and cut out the sugars, things that are acidic, because your sugars are acidic, your starches too much, your packaged foods are acidic, all that stuff's acidic. You really want to eat more alkalinity, more vegetables, more greens, and obviously fruits are still good because it has the fiber in it. But I think if you start slowly adding it, wing it back in, and even start adding some DGL, deglycerinated licorice.
Yeah.
The DGL coats you, and it's really soothing. And I was on acid blockers. I was on proton pump inhibitors. And the reason why I'm so strong on this, because I was there. I know what it's like. And it's easy to get off as long as you just keep doing the right thing. Just stay away from those acidic foods.
Okay.
And just
that's prior to every single meal.
What's that? Yeah,
prior to each meal.
You could just start out with a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons, just a little bit. You don't have to have a lot.
And would you say work up to what? To like a tablespoon if I can handle it?
No more than a tablespoon.
Okay.
And eventually, just maybe twice a day to the max.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think most of it's in your diet. You got to change your diet. I'm sure.
Quick questions. I've been doing some diets lately. I've tried keto and it worked a little bit for me. I'm trying. Would you rather someone do keto or carnivore in your opinion?
Not carnivore because it's too acidic.
Okay.
Meat's too acidic.
Okay.
In this situation, maybe later, but in this situation, just eat your normal Mediterranean. Your basics, paleo, your smart diet, your basic whole foods. I wouldn't start getting into the. If you want to do keto, you can call it half keto. Just cut the sugars down.
Cut the sugars. Okay.
Yeah, you can still have sugar, just don't eat as much. And nothing added. Just natural. All right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. Nice talking to you. Okay. We got quite a few people here. Let's go over to Lisa and Maria. We will come with you there in a second, Maria. But let's go to Lisa first. Now everyone's trying to come on now. But Lisa, anything you want to say that's positive?
Well, I really appreciate your show. You've helped me a lot for a long time now. I really appreciate your advice.
Thank you. Anything you want to share?
Well, I actually had a question about inflammation,
Go ahead.
and I'm having issues throughout my body. I had Guillain-Barré previously, and have been dealing with, you know, things that happen because of the Guillain-Barré. Right now, I'm having a lot of problem with inflammation. So, is there anything you can recommend?
Well, the black seed oil is one of my favorites. Okay. That's to tell you my favorites. I can't really recommend anything to anybody, so we want to make sure we clear that up. If it was me, I go with black seed oil. I go with boswellia, which is a frankincense. They have boswellia. They have the tablets. I would definitely stay on turmeric. Turmeric is one of the greatest natural anti-inflammatories. Vitamin D, I would definitely stay on, and I would stay on omega-3s. Your omega-3s are probably one of the best things in the world for inflammation. One of the best, because your brain, your cells, everything's got the omega-3. Everything is, there's so much omega-3 throughout our whole entire body. And omega-3s are so important. You don't have to take the pills if you're eating your salmon or your anchovies or your sardines or your trout or your fatty fishes. Or if you get that from your walnuts and other natural, the ALAs, those alpha linoleic acids, can be converted back to the DHA and the EPAs. So if you are not eating those kind of foods, I would supplement. It's probably easier.
I don't do fish, but walnuts I can do.
Yeah, but you're not going to get enough though. You're not going to get enough from walnuts. You'll still get some, but I promise you that when you really fulfill your body, because if it was me, what I would do in your situation, what I would do, I would go at least 2 grams, 2,000 milligrams to 3,000 milligrams every single day. It will really, really reduce inflammation. And it's so healthy for you. It's so good for your heart. It's remember, every disease, every condition is tied into inflammation. Every problem.
Okay. All
right, okay, Lisa.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the courage to show your face to the world.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be in touch now. Stay well. Okay, and we have Vito will be with you in a second. Hi, Maria.
Hi, Doctor. Hello from Mexico City. How are you?
Wow. Nice to have you here.
Yes, I follow you all the way from here. I'm Mexican, so I love your show.
Thank you.
I try to follow as much as possible all your recommendations. However, it's not always possible.
No, well, one thing let me say about that. People will say, well, why do you have so many of these elixirs? Why do you have so many of these techniques? Why do you have, because not one works for everybody. So,
yeah.
What may work for you may work differently for Vito or for me. So we're all different. Genetically, we're made up different. So go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, a few years ago, basically 3 years ago, I started developing an allergy. I became out of the blue allergic to eggs, to bananas, and to casein, basically to all dairy products. But besides being allergic, I'm also intolerant to dairy products.
Okay.
And sometimes those products are hidden in other things that you buy in the supermarket.
That's correct.
And unfortunately, in Mexico, we don't have so many great products as in the US or in Canada. So sometimes I eat something without even knowing, and it's really painful. It lasted pain for about 12 hours, and even really bad things that I don't want to mention live, but even vomiting and things like that. Do you recommend something? I got the pills, which are lactase or something. I don't know the name in English. So that helps me, but it really gets bad. So I don't know if it has to do with my intense intestines that I need more probiotics. Or yes. I don't know if it has to do with that or what.
So your main symptom is what right now?
I get bloated, like really, really bad. Yeah. Like my chest and my back hurts and my lungs.
Yeah. If you're getting bloatiness, the first thing you got to do is you got to address the colon. Okay. Liver and colon. So, to me, apple cider vinegar, we could put a little honey in there. You could do a little lemon in there and water diluted. I would do it in the morning, empty stomach. You can do it before you go to bed. Then you want to make sure you're getting your fiber, the food. You got to cut out sugar, because whatever is going on, your bad bacteria could be feeding on the sugar. That will definitely load you up. That will cramp you up. That will give you gas. And then you need those prebiotics, those good prebiotics, that fiber to feed your probiotics. But you need to really start going with your fermented foods, your yogurts, your kefirs. You want to get those good bacteria. And if you want to supplement initially to get those probiotics in there and give those prebiotics a chance to feed those probiotics, I think that will really help you. But I think a lot of it's coming from your gut, from what I hear.
Yeah, but if I'm allergic to all dairy products, can I eat?
Just to supplement.
Okay.
Supplement, or go fermented foods. Yeah, fermented are one of the best. Type in fermented food, probiotic fermented. Those are one of the best.
Okay. Well, right. I will try my best. Thank you so much.
Right, God bless you. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Hello there, Vito.
Hey, Dr. Mandell.
We'll be with you, Chuck.
You're the man. I'm telling you, I love your spirituality and how you help people. I just can't believe somebody like yourself spending so much time with people is just a blessing for all of us. You're just amazing. I tripped across you and I keep watching you. And I tell my wife all the time, look at this video, look at that video. You got, strange sinuses. Look what Dr. Mandell is trying to get us to do. And you know what? It really works. It's phenomenal.
Remember, one thing about me is that when you experience these things in your life, and I've been through the ENT route for years in the past, I had stomach issues in the past. I've got disc problems, so a lot of these things that I preach and I push, and sinus, I had sinus surgery maybe 30 years ago. I was on antibiotics all the time. And when you physically go through this kind of stuff and you do your homework and you search, you say, listen, I want to help more people because I don't want them to do what I had to go through. All right. And if there's an easier way to do it, we find that more simplistic way, which all of us have the potential ability to do so, there's nothing better than allowing me to sleep better at night. I know, I look at the big man up there and I say, he's looking down at me and he's saying, you know what, you're doing something good for humanity. And you can never get enough of it. And the biggest high is when you see people get results, the biggest high in the world. Gives me the big high.
Well, the thing is, your stuff works, and that's why I follow you.
A lot of it does. A lot. Yeah.
It's going to depend on the person and what they're going through, right?
That's correct.
So here's my thing, okay? I've been suffering the last couple of months with irritation in the sits bone areas. Very hard to sit down. I went for an MRI back in January because I have degenerative arthritis in the L5, S1 area.
Gotcha.
That whole area. And my doctor believes that a lot of these symptoms that I'm getting are nerve related. So sometimes I'm getting a little burning, tingling sensation in that whole area, in the buttock area, in the sits bone area. And it's actually been getting a little bit better over the last couple of months because I've been doing some stretching exercises. I've been going to my chiropractor, putting me on a traction machine, and so on and so forth. So it is getting better, but it was getting very, very frustrating because your anxiety starts building up.
Correct.
You start thinking all these bad things. Oh my God, there's something wrong, and and so on and so forth. So my question is, are there any supplements that might be able to help? And I think I saw a video that you did on regenerating the nerves. So are there any
alpha lipoic acid?
That's the one I was going to ask you about. So do you think that could help in my case?
Yeah, it can help any nerve.
Okay.
If a nerve's inflamed, remember you have the myelin sheath. There's a sheath of covering, just like there's a covering over a wire. If that myelin sheath becomes involved, the alpha lipoic acid helps build that myelin sheath. It helps repair it.
Okay.
But I would do, to me, if it was me, I stay with the turmeric. I would stay with the inflammatory. I still go back to omega-3s, your vitamin D. You still want to do all your basic things that are healthy, but A donut pillow. You may want to use a donut pillow if you had to.
Yeah, well, I've got one. I actually went and bought one out in November because it was really, it was really starting to bother me. So from
you're going to get better. You're going to get better.
I'm sitting on one right now, as a matter of fact.
Well, here's my lumbar pillow.
Yeah. Well, here's my
There you go. That's your donut. There you go. You follow good recommendations. See that?
Yeah, so
Jetsons. He pushes the button and it comes boom.
But I'm hitting my my late 50s right now, and I'm an avid golfer.
Yeah, we're about the same. But what you need to do, start strengthening the core.
If my wife was here right now, she would have me. She would give me the third degree.
Listen to me. I'm telling you right now, core and back go hand in hand.
Yeah.
All right. You can get adjusted all day long. Do all your stretches. And the simplest one you can do, all right, if I stand up, if I take my belly button, I push it in, blow your air out, hold it in, hold it and relax it. Push it in, blow it out, and do repetitions, like 12 of those, 2 sets, you'll be crying. Okay, that will work your transverse abdominis. You don't have to start doing the planks, just do those. And do that every day for about 2 weeks and watch.
Excellent. Well, listen, we love you in Canada. I'm from Toronto, or just outside Toronto.
Awesome.
And I really appreciate you taking the time this evening. And I will definitely always love looking at your.
We'll be in touch. You'll be up here again. Don't worry. We'll be in touch.
Okay, perfect. Love you, man.
Blessings, man. Good to see you. Okay, we'll be right with you, Sophia, in just a second. Chuck, how are you?
Hello, Dr. Mandell. About 10 years ago, I developed arthritis of the hips from my job.
Yeah.
I was in good health other than that. So I started studying arthritis all over the place. The doctors were not able to help me. And I happened across Dr. Andrew Weil, and he deferred recommending a book for dealing with arthritis rather than his addressing the subject a lot himself. And I was amazed at that. Why would he defer to another physician? So I read that book, and the book indicated that you had to take a high quality glucosamine chondroitin supplement, and it had to be taken all at once, one time a day, and it had to be taken over a protracted period. That was 7 weeks. Well, I followed the instructions of the book to the T, and it worked beautifully. Now, we're talking about 10 years ago. I had a miraculous cure, if you can use that word, no pain whatsoever. Now, when I forget to take or run out or whatever, neglect to take the glucosamine chondroitin, as indicated, as recommended, I get the arthritis pain right back again. So that kind of sort of implies that this anecdotal story has some merit.
Yeah, I will throw something in on that, okay? Very few people know this. Does your glucosamine chondroitin have MSM in it?
Yes, it does, and I know that's a huge contribution.
Okay. Now, what you may want to explore sometime, because I explored it myself. I did the glucosamine chondroitin because I was a crazy tennis player. I won a silver medal junior Olympics when I was 18. I was ranked 2 in the state in Florida. I was a real good tennis player when I was younger. And I had an injury. That's how I became a chiropractor. And I'll go that into another program. But what I found was I started supplementing just the MSM for inflammation. I didn't bring that up before. I should have brought that up before. Just MSM. I believe it's 1,000 milligrams a capsule. And I believe they say take 1-3 times a day. And I did that. I've had some issues and some past joint problems. And it's like a miracle. It's like a miracle thing. So just keep that in the back of your mind that because the MSM they put in the chondroitin sulfate that you're taking is not enough MSM to really do what I'm trying to tell you what's worked for me. So keep that in the back of your mind. All right?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
All right. All right. Blessings to you, Chuck. Thanks for hanging in there with us. Okay. We have a beautiful lady here. Sophia, where are you from?
I'm from London. Hi.
Oh wow.
Good morning here.
I love you. That's beautiful.
Thank you. First of all, I just want to say I love your content. I mean, they're amazing. My question is regarding apple cider vinegar. I saw your video and I started taking it first thing in the morning. but I'm dealing with like dark spot acne on my face. I'm not sure if you could see it.
Yes, I think.
So I saw some other videos on YouTube saying that you can apply that on your skin.
Yes,
Well,
you
I
could.
haven't tried it, but I was like, this is a good opportunity to ask you. What do you think?
Here is the problem, that it's not a general thing that you can't tell everyone to do, and I'll tell you why. Because our skin has a certain pH. And certain pHs. Hold on one second. I just want to go ahead and quiet his mic here for a second. 1 second. Dave, I'm going to put you back here in just a second, Dave. I didn't forget you. I'm going to bring you back in just a second, okay? I was just hearing some feedback. Because our skin has certain pHs, a certain acidity for everyone doesn't work, okay? But they have claims that apple cider vinegar can really help acne. Let me just check one thing for you.
Sure, thank you.
I'm just deferring to something here. What we're talking about here in the apple cider vinegar. I'm pretty fast on the computer, so I'm already there. Already. All right. The acid, the citric acid, has been found to kill obviously a lot of the germs or the bacteria with acne. The issue here is that they say to use it in 1 part apple cider vinegar to 3 parts of water.
Yes.
And I would agree with that, and using like a cotton ball. And then you want to let it sit for about up to 20 minutes and then rinse it with water, then pat it dry, and do that several times a day. That's something I would do. But I think the biggest problem that people do is they put it right directly on it without diluting it. I think that's where the issue is. I think if you dilute it, I don't think anyone's going to have a problem, because it's not going to be so strong to like burn you or something like that.
Okay.
The other thing with acne, just from looking at, obviously we know that acne can come from your estrogen, progesterone levels. We know from hormones, which is quite common. And I had someone in the family that I took to a friend of mine who's an OBGYN gynecologist, put her on the pill for 60 days. Everything cleared up perfect.
What pill is that?
It was like a birth control. It was a birth control.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there's different types and variants, but a good doctor will know what I'm talking about. So that may be your answer. All right.
All right.
When I tell you this person's been suffering a long time, and I said, you have something hormonal, and I'm not the one to really treat hormones because I'm not that kind of a doctor. I took her to a friend of mine, and he looked at her. He says, take this. You're going to see in a few weeks, you're going to see a huge change. And I swear to God, it changed her life. So I'm sharing that experience with you. The other thing that is actually really good for that, Manuka honey.
Manuka.
Yeah, Manuka honey. As well as tea tree oil. Just throwing a few things at you, and zinc. And zinc is a big one. Yeah, zinc is a big one. I would definitely the omega-3s are still really important. Omega-3s, but check, because if this is a hormonal issue, you're going to thank me later, because it's a slam dunk.
Sure, I will definitely call my doctor. I mean, I've been through the whole process of Roaccutane, and it cleared off at some point, but then now
they could be missing it. How old are you, or how young are you?
Well, I'm 33.
Okay, yeah, at your age, that's how old she was.
Okay,
and I just have this vibe that I think it's hormonal.
Okay,
all right.
Yeah.
Blessings to you from the UK out there, from London, right?
Thank you very much for having us. Thank you.
All right, take care. All right, bye-bye. All right. We'll bring Dave up here. Hey, Dave, how are you?
I'm good tonight. How are you?
Good. Where are you from?
I am from a suburb of Chicago in Illinois.
Awesome. I was from born in Wilmette.
All right. So in Illinois. I got to tell you, doctor, I had a nerve problem in my left shoulder, probably caused by stress, up into my neck. I've been to chiropractors before. I've had neck problems and stuff like that. And it got to the point where 3 of my fingers were tingling. through my arm. I could feel electrical impulses, and I followed your nerve flossing routine.
Oh, awesome.
And I actually went, the doctor actually sent me to a nerve specialist where they put the needles in my shoulder and down my arm, and they use the oscilloscope to tell, like,
awesome.
you know, and he's like, you hear that? You hear that? That's your electrical impulses coming out of your nerves. That's not a good thing. And I'm all in favor of holistic medicine and trying to, you know, heal the body. And when he told me after that appointment that I had to have surgery, and they were going to go in and try to open up the canals of the nerves,
I know, yeah,
and
horrible.
everything, and I went to you, and I watched your videos about nerve flossing, and I 100% reversed the process, got my nerves back, and I've only had a couple episodes where,
awesome,
you know, if I'm stressed out, it tightens up in my neck, and I might feel it a little bit, but nothing even close to that. So
awesome.
I got to give you 1,000% kudos, because didn't want to be operated on, don't like that approach, try to do everything I can, and it worked great.
Stay proactive in everything. That's just a lesson. The body has remarkable abilities to heal, and we're all going to face those challenges in different realms of our life. But when you stay proactive, there's always something for something, in about 95% of the time.
I mean, and, you know, and I know people doubt this stuff a lot of times, and I just wanted to come on just to give you kudos and appreciate you. And I've told a lot of people about you and stuff like that. Now, not everyone believes in the body healing themselves. Not everyone believes in, like, more of a holistic approach. But I can tell you right now, there's no harm in trying it.
Absolutely.
The nerve flossing did scare me a little bit, because it was like, you got to take it easy, otherwise you could cause more damage.
Correct. You had to go slow and work your way into it.
And I did, you know, and it was 100%, 1,000% great thing for me to do to avoid surgery. Corrected it. You know, I appreciate your videos. I appreciate your help, and you're 100% right. Not everything works for everyone. I mean, I take Q10, I took turmeric, I take omega-3. It's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? Why not try it, right?
That's correct. There's one little analogy, or I don't know, say a little phrase I always say. Why you? What's my little? Let me see how I want to say it to you. Don't ever use a sledgehammer if a fly swatter is available. So in other words, we don't want to overkill something if something can be done nice and easy. So that's true.
You know, and I got to just tell all the viewers right now, just give it a shot first. I mean, don't go, doctors just love to throw pills at you. I mean, if you got a second, another little story about a chiropractic issue. A long time ago, I was dating a girl who was going to become a chiropractor. She was from Davenport or Bettendorf, Iowa, where the big chiropractic college is, right? Wasn't a big believer in chiropractors. I was over at their house one weekend. I woke up, I twisted my neck in bed, and I could feel my vertebrae in my neck move, and my neck stuck. And throughout the day, my head was solid stuck in one position, cocked.
Wow.
And it was on a Sunday, and I had to go to work on Monday. I had to drive back from Iowa to Illinois. Their chiropractor came in. She did not do manual stimulation, but she used the little device to adjust my vertebrae in my neck. And when she adjusted the vertebrae in my neck, with that, not having x-rays and everything, so she was taking an easy approach, she put that vertebrae in my neck back in position, and I was able to move my neck like it was on ball bearings and able to drive home that night and get home to work. And ever since then, I believed in chiropractic.
Yeah, great. But, as you say, there's no cure for everything. Every condition is different. And sometimes, as I tell people, you don't need to see anyone. You just do this and just do what your body needs. You don't need anyone to manipulate you all the time. You don't need anyone to do anything invasive to you. Your body can do remarkable things as long as we give it a chance. But anyways, thank you so much, Dave. We appreciate you so much for taking the courage to come out here and speak to everyone out there.
Thank you, and I hope everyone follows you.
All right, take care.
I appreciate it. All right.
Thank you. All right, Jason. How are you, Jason?
I'm good. How you doing?
And where are you calling from?
Syracuse, New York.
Nice. What would you like to say?
I just had one question for you. You know those brain resetting like things that you have on the videos you have on your YouTube?
Yes.
And the nervous system one. I was wondering if you could do like all those in a row, like all those videos, like 5 of them, like all the different kinds, like just back to back.
Oh, you're talking about different ones to put them together, like something to put them together?
Like you do the one with your thumb, and then you do the one with your like chest, and then like the one with your nose, and like could you do them like right after another?
Well, sometimes it's hard because in certain ones, like I'll do on the brain, I have to explain a little bit about the physiology of. In other words, if I did the shorts ones, I guess I could possibly do like quick little things, boom, boom, boom. But when I sometimes do videos, you want people to know a little bit why, and sometimes you have to explain the physiology to them. Otherwise, they're going to think that I'm cuckoo. You know,
Yeah,
what's happening?
I know what you mean. I'm just wondering if it's like okay to do like.
Oh! You're asking me. Yeah. I don't see any problem. None of those are harmful. Oh no.
Okay, yeah.
I thought you were asking me to do them back to back to back.
Oh
no, yeah, no problem. There's no
Yeah.
problem. Those are all. Nothing's gonna hurt you in those.
Yeah, those are great.
All right, listen. We appreciate you. I'm gonna go grab the other listeners here. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, Christina, and we have Mass. Mass will be with you in just a minute. Chris, let's go ahead and unmute you. Hold on a second. All right. Hello, Chris.
Hi. So my daughter went up in an airplane.
Yeah.
And she has like muffled hearing.
Yeah.
And like a pounding in the ear, like tinnitus or the tinnitus.
Tinnitus. Okay.
What is something good to help for that? Now, the doctor looked up her nose. He did see that the 2 glands inside that nose is a little inflamed.
Okay.
She tried the Flonase, but it seemed to hurt her ears more. So we're trying to see what might be a good outcome to try to, unmuffle those ears and help her with the
Will you let her chew gum?
Yes.
Chewing gum will help tremendously. Why? Every time you open your mouth, your eustachian tube opens. So chewing gum is really good. Have her start like doing some fake yawns around the house. That will open it up.
Okay.
Drinking, swallowing. Every time you swallow, it opens up. You want to start repeating those actions. But chewing gum may resolve her problem. You can do light little blows where you close the nose and little puffs, not hard. That will open it up. Just let her just keep activating her eustachian tubes, and hopefully that will help her. And again, have her cut down the sugars, the inflammation.
Okay. And anything to help with diabetes, to keep diabetes levels down?
Absolutely. I got lots of stuff, and it all goes back to sugars. Obviously, your diet, increasing fibers, good probiotics. I have a lot of good videos on actually metabolic syndrome with a lot of that stuff. I mean, it's a lot more to tell you. I really can't go into depth with you, but the most important thing is to get off the refined and rich foods, all the box foods, and start eating all whole foods that have fiber. The fiber slows down the absorption of sugar. It keeps it from spiking, and you want to get rid of all your simple sugars and start eating more complex sugars. So you can Google simple sugars versus complex sugars, and it will actually show you on Google and tell you what you should and should not eat. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Blessings to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hello there, Mass. Let's go ahead and unmute you here. 1 second. Hello, Mass. How are you?
Hello, Dr. Mandell.
Where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm originally from Mauritania. You're gonna get surprised, like how many people watch you, but actually living in New York, Brooklyn, New York City.
Oh, cool.
Yes, and I just wanted to thank you so much. Just have turned my life upside down. It was having so many issues. Like the minute I started watching your videos and following you on YouTube, just so many things have changed.
Why don't you give us a few examples? What helped you? So maybe you can teach our audience or explain to them something you went through what helped you, so they can hear it.
Okay, I'm a living example of applying your videos strictly like and radically applying your instructions that you give on the videos day to day and being strict about that. Whether it's like using okra, I mean, lemons, the recipes you give all the time.
Some of the elixirs, you've been following some of the elixirs.
Some of the elixirs, and I have lost a tremendous amount of weight, built like a body like a rock, just like following those instructions. And also been following the instructions you give on how to massage and how to open like your airways,
your sinuses,
your sinuses. It's just like I just like every day, like I say, like what I could do for him. Like, and when I saw you like tonight live, I said like that would be a very big pleasure, like talking to him and just letting him know like how much I appreciate that. It's just like very hard to say, very hard to explain. It's been a very long journey. I've been following you for almost a year, and just like I've been a different person since. And I just like encouraging you.
How much weight have you lost, Mass?
Is around 35 or 40 pounds because like I was. It's a lot of weight. It's a lot of weight, and it's in a very good way. Like if you look at, if I was allowed to show my belly, it went from this to flat with 6 packs and everything. It's just like following your instructions strictly.
Good.
Which resulted to that.
And you know why that's so healthy? Because you've lost visceral fat. The visceral fat is what surrounds the organs under your stomach, and that's bad fat. So by getting rid of that, you're doing your heart, your blood pressure, your pancreas, your sugars, your glucose, your whole metabolism is all going to change by getting rid of that extra fat, because that will really make a huge difference on your body. Your heart will have to do a lot less work, which is good.
Your body, your mind, the way you sleep. I wasn't able to sleep at all. Now I could sleep just like a baby.
Good for you.
8 to 9 hours, and my heart rate, like I wake up like at rest like 45. I used to wake up at 98. Now I wake up at 45. Like it's just like mind blowing things like that have happened.
Good for you. Good for you, man.
Yeah, just like
Mass.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming out here and having the courage in front of all these people, because all I can say is thank you. That was very, very nice. I'm glad.
I really like to say thank you.
I'll say a prayer for you too. Okay.
Very much. And everybody around the world watching, and you have so many people all over the world. I'm from Africa, from the Northwest Africa.
That's great.
And I know so many people like who don't speak English that well, and they listening to you. Sometimes people sending me messages to translate what you said in this video, like from this minute to this minute. It's just like I just don't know what to say. Exactly, just like yes, go ahead.
You're a good man, Mass. You're a good man. I can see you got a good heart. That's why I can relate to it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mandell, and keep doing what you're doing, because it's really making change, making an impact into people's life.
Well, thank you so much, Mass, and we will be in touch. I'm sure you'll be up here again later on another time.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mandell.
Take care, my friend. Well, that was a great way to end the program. I just wanted to say thank you to all listeners out there. It's about an hour, a little over an hour we've been here, and some great testimonials, great knowledge of education, great people out there in the chat room. And I'm sure the many hundreds of thousands of people hopefully will see this in the future. And I really hope that you can gain something out of here. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Why? Only one reason. It's not about numbers, it's about lives. And my mission here is to help just one life get well. And if we could do more than that, that's a blessing in itself. My mission here is to see you and your family healthy and stay healthy for a long and happy life. Anyways, I want to say blessings to all of our chatters out there. You spent a lot of time in the chat room. I see you. I see your names. I know who you are. And I really appreciate you much. And share these videos. And have a great night, great morning, wherever you're tuning from. And we'll continue to come out here live more often, because I know you guys love it. You're showing me you love it. You're staying in the chat room, and that tells me something. Thank you again, and we'll catch up with you real soon now.